Hi guys, no more fancy intro. Today we'll review the FANTECH Cruiser WG11 wireless gaming mouse. Okay, before we start, we noticed that 95% of our viewers are not yet subscribed to this channel. With that said, we would like to ask a super small favor from you. Please hit the subscribe button down below. This will help us continue to do more product reviews and tech videos. First things first, let's do the unboxing. Inside the box, it only contains the user manual, the warranty card, and the mouse itself. There are no batteries included in the package. Also, there are no additional cables or whatsoever inside. As the title says, it's a budget gaming mouse. The price of this mouse is around 400 to 500 pesos or below $10 US. Now we'll discuss every bit of information about this mouse. The Cruiser WG11 is a 2.4 GHz wireless gaming mouse. It's not a Bluetooth mouse, which is great because it comes with a dongle connector. I'll choose the dongle connector over Bluetooth connectivity because it has lower latency compared to the latter. The bad thing about this mouse when it comes to the dongle is the dongle compartment. It's located at the bottom of the mouse. It's pretty bad because some parts of the compartment, especially the uneven ones, might rub on the surface of the mousepad. In short, the gliding experience of the mouse across the mousepad might not be that smooth. Since we're discussing the bottom of the mouse, we'll continue with its mouse gates. As advertised in the FANTECH website, the Cruiser WG11 has smooth Teflon skates. Upon testing, unfortunately, the mouse gates are not that smooth, maybe because of the side skirts. Yeah, I'll call them side skirts. I think it should have skates under it. If we compare it to my current mouse, which is the Logitech G304, the G304 is much smoother when gliding the mouse across the mousepad. Yeah, I know, I shouldn't compare it to the G304 because the specs and the price point are not the same, but I'm just comparing the mouse gates, nothing more. If you look closely, the mouse gates of the Cruiser WG11 are thin. This means it can get easily thinner over time and can affect its overall performance. The good thing is that the mouse gates of the Cruiser WG11 can be easily replaced because there are small holes beside them. Another good thing about this mouse is that it doesn't have a built-in battery. When I started using the Logitech G304, which doesn't have a built-in battery as well, I realized that mice with built-in batteries require frequent charging, especially if you always use them. It means you need its charging cable by your side every time. On the other hand, mice like Cruiser WG11 just needs a AA battery to run and can last up to months depending on how powerful the battery is. Also, if you want to save money from buying batteries when yours runs out, my suggestion is get a rechargeable one. As we're talking about batteries, the battery compartment is placed at the bottom of the mouse as well. Adjacent to the battery compartment is the mouse switch. And this is the reason or reasons you will hate this mouse. FANTECH should not put all detachable or removable components at the bottom of the mouse. Why? Like I said earlier, the uneven parts of the aforementioned components might lessen the smoothness when gliding the mouse. So FANTECH, maybe next time, okay? Now, the component that should only be at the bottom, aside from the skates, is the mouse sensor. The Cruiser WG11 has a PixArt PAW3212. It's an average or even below average mouse sensor. Now here's an example when using it in FPS games.
My ultimate's not ready. Careful now.
Enemy spotted mid.
Deploying drone. Sorry, bro.
Reloading. Got him.
Enemy spotted A.
One enemy remaining.
Weapon here.
Spike planted.
Reloading. Reloading. Enemy spotted A.
There is one issue that I found when using this mouse. If you change the battery, it won't boot up. When I checked the battery compartment, I saw the springs misaligned and I needed to align them using a stick. After doing this, I tried to scroll the battery from left to right, and fortunately it powered up. If you also experienced this, please put a comment down below. The Cruiser WG11 is advertised as lightweight mouse. It weighs around 60 to 75 grams. This gaming mouse also has 6 non-programmable buttons. There is no onboard memory installed in this mouse. When I first tried this mouse, I was surprised because you will not hear any click sounds when you press the left and right clickers, unlike pressing the clickers of a typical gaming mouse we see today. Also, the side buttons are pretty small, and you'll barely see them upon first glance of the mouse. The mouse wheel and the DPI buttons are placed in their usual positions. I noticed that the mouse wheel is wobbly when you're scrolling it. As for the DPI, there are no indicators on what DPI setting you have selected, unlike most gaming mice today. Also, the DPI setting starts from 800 up to 2400. Meanwhile, the polling rate of the Cruiser WG11 is 250 Hz, which is bad for FPS games. If you are a hardcore gamer, go look for a 1000 Hz polling rate mouse. And here are some details or information of the mouse that were not mentioned before. Now, let's grade this mouse. If I'm going to grade this, 10 is the highest. I'll give it a grade of 5. Why 5? 5 because of the features mentioned earlier. The features or the specs of this mouse are average or even below average. It's a budget gaming mouse, which means you get what you pay for. Also, the issue that I mentioned earlier, it's hard to boot up when you change your battery. For starters, this is a good mouse. Instead of jumping to expensive gaming mice, beginners should consider this mouse. But for hardcore gamers or enthusiasts, this mouse is not for you. So that's it guys, we've reached the end part now. Hopefully you get something from this video. Again, if you're not yet a subscriber, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching guys, and goodbye.